Chapter 6, The Murder Unit. 10 o'clock Saturday night and my head was spinning. Flushed with fever, I had a raging migraine and already too much Tylenol. But sleep was not an option and flu a weak excuse. Psycho planned a birthday celebration for Headbutt's brother, the chapter's newest hang-around. He expected me to be at McGee's in 20 minutes. My hands shook as I laced up my boots. My face ached from the night before. Yellow tint shined beneath my right eye. My lower lip was swollen and my knuckles were split. My dog hid in my sheets. My girlfriend slept soundly. I still needed to do something about her, but at least for now, she had promised to quit snooping. Loud music pulsed from inside McGee's, a smoky, standing room only Irish bar that attracted a dangerous mix of bikers and yuppies. A security camera scanned the rows of motorcycles stacked in the parking lot. More recorders were tucked in the ceiling nooks inside the bar, but all the monitoring proved to be a deterrence. The Vagos routinely pulled out the videos and shredded them. No witnesses. Several unmarked cars from San Bernardino's gang unit dotted the dark streets in response to the random violence that had erupted just 3 weeks prior in another high desert bar between Victor Valley Vagos and the local patrons. Those bikers, released on $50,000 bail, faced aggravated assault charges for the brutal beating of a student with a pool cue. Their arrest made local news, but had little, if any, chilling effect on the club's activities. Bandit and Psycho, well into their second round, stomped and clapped as a prospect. Rodney Rust, a musician by trade, belted out karaoke. Bandit and Psycho, well into their second round, stomped and clapped as a prospect. Rodney Rust, a musician by trade, belted out karaoke. He looked pissed. Lyrics morphed on the screen. I had no strength to walk the distance to the bathroom. My reflection in the chrome mirror was pasty white. Shapes moved behind me. Pool sticks clacked against felt. Balls swished in the pockets. I nursed a beer, the urge to pee so strong my bladder hurt. Psycho, tired of Russ's croaking, pounded on the table and ordered the prospect to the ground. Knuckle push-ups. Bandit joined in Psycho's chant. My only thought was peeing, but just as I considered wading through the crowd, a short-cropped, clean-cut pool player brushed Russ's elbow. The prospect bristled at the contact. "This is a Vagos table," Russ snarled, dripping his beer on the kids' rockports. We were in trouble. I wanted to yell to the patron, "Run, get the hell out while you can." But instead, I quietly sipped my beer. Meanwhile, the patron looked perplexed, like he hadn't heard Rust over the din of heavy percussion. He shrugged, positioned his pool stick on the table, prepared to strike. Rust swung, pure reckless abandon, cracked the kid's jaw, and jerked his head backward. Screams erupted nearby. Hang-arounds rushed from the darkness like wolves on a rabbit. Bandit, too, leapt from his bar stool. Beer sloshed over his hand as he grabbed the kid's hair and smashed his face into the pool table. As an active Marine stationed in Barstow, Bandit had managed so far to straddle both his gang and military lifestyles. As long as he committed no crimes, being a gang member apparently qualified only as an extracurricular activity. The kid's burly friend swung his stick at Psycho, and I knew that was the beginning of the end. Bandit rushed to defend Psycho, transforming the scene into a tangle of tendons, muscles, and veins, corded and wet under a cube of white light. Bandit wasn't going to stop. Relief came with each blow as he smacked his fist into the thin, hollow ribs. Meanwhile, Hang-Around Joe picked up a stool, lifted it high above his head, and prepared to smash it to the kid's face. Joe's whole body shook until he blurred around the edges. "Stop!" I blocked that blow. "Stop!" I blocked the blow. The kid writhed on the floor, clutching his head, blood oozing between his fingers. Patrons scattered to the far corners, sipping on pool balls and beer. Glass broke, bottles smashed, shards glittered on the floor. Jagged bits crushed between exposed wooden planks. People bolted for the exit. No police stormed inside. Joe tossed the stool against the wall and struck a woman in the head. Unflinching, he let out a low whistle, and Vagos bounded from the shadows, dragged the bloody kid by his limbs towards the exit. His sweaty body tinged yellow as if he was dipped in wax. In the parking lot, his beating continued. Steel-toed boots pummeled his temple, and still the police waited for backup. Panicked, I pleaded with Joe, Eric, Walter, and Russ to stop. painfully aware that if I didn't do something, the kid would die. Get the fuck inside. As if I was stunned back into consciousness, Joe suddenly stopped. The kid curled on the pavement. He coughed up blood and several teeth. Where the fucking cops? I hoped they'd staked the perimeter and had called for reinforcements. A strange stillness defined the moment between retreat and risk. Would the Vagos grab their guns and shoot their witness point blank like a boar they tracked in a hunt? As we waited inside the now empty bar, my body shook with tension. Would they accept that I had stopped the beating because of the cops? Would they question my loyalty to the club because I had intervened? Joe was agitated. His boots crunched over the shards of glass. The kid's friend had already bolted. Bloody prints tracked his movements to the exit. That was it. No doubt he had gone to the police or the hospital. We all sensed it like trapped animals, but no one moved to leave. We were like sitting ducks. A bad bulb suspended from a ceiling cord spotlighted our faces. I steadied myself on a stool, needing so badly to pee. The kid moaned outside. At least he was still alive. Then, as if a camera flashed, cops dressed in green raid jackets and Kevlar vests stormed the bar. White lettering across their chests announced San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department and Highway Patrol gang units. Barks, smoke, and commotion followed as police pinned my hands behind my back, cuffed me, led me outside into the blinding white light, and shoved me into the back of an unmarked car. Psycho followed, his expression grim. Neither of us spoke. We suspected that the cops had a recording device planted somewhere inside the car. My knees hit my chest. A mesh cage separated our plastic bench from the front seat. Pain shot through my bladder. Psycho watched me intently. Joe and the others climbed into different cars. We traveled in tandem to the San Bernardino West Valley Detention Center, Gladiator School, one of the most violent facilities in the country.